Hello everyone and welcome to the first episode of How to Life, where I'll basically give you some tips on, life that I've learned throughout the years, and hopefully this will be helpful for someone else. On this episode, I'm going to be talking about shopping, more particularly grocery shopping. And I'm going to be giving you a few tips. Some of them are more obvious than others not really. I'm pretty sure that nearly everyone has had moments in their life where they needed to count their pennies, or at the very least trying to save up for something. But this is more for the penny pinchers, I guess. So the first tip I'm going to give you is, as the title implies, shop smart, not just cheap. The tendency many people have, especially the people that don't earn as much, is to just go for the cheaper object. They'll always go for the local brands, or just whichever costs the less. But that's not always the best way to go about it. Obviously, I'm not talking just about the quality of the product. Obviously, many times they can be just as good, but other times they're obviously inferior. But also, there are a lot more things to consider. For example, imagine, dish soap, right? Usually around here, the local brands are about €1 or 80 cents or something like that, and the actual brands are about 2 or 2.50, maybe even 3. But the thing is, the local brand, on my case at least, are a lot more liquid. So they run out a lot quicker, and they last us about a week or two if we buy one of the local brands. Whereas if we spend twice or almost 3 times as much, we can get it to last a month or more. So even though we are not going for the cheapest product, we are still saving up money because it lasts us longer and the quality is better as well. So that's the first tip, which brings us to tip number 2, which is kind of related to this. Try to experiment, because sometimes, even if you're not getting the cheapest thing, sometimes it's worth it to spend a little bit extra. So for example, let's say cheese. Let's say you love cheese as much as I do, and you want to buy some cheese. You have like a local brand that's, let's say, €1 or $1, but another a bit better brand that's 1.50 or even 2. Let's say that in terms of quantity, they are essentially the same. But let's imagine that the cheap cheese tastes kind of like plastic, and the other one is actual cheese that's good, and that when you put it in the toaster it melts instead of burning. Well, in that case, I think it would be worth it to spend a little bit more to get the good quality thing. But to do that, you would have to kind of experiment, which ties in with tip number 3, which is, if you're not going for the cheapest products, and if you want to try out a brand or something like that that is a bit more expensive, and you're not sure if the quality is good enough, if the product has a good value, then what you can do is you can wait until there's a promotion or a sale and buy it then. Then you can try out the product and see for yourself if the product compensates its price. Sometimes things last longer, sometimes some products are so much better that it really pays off paying the extra. That you'll just kind of have to figure it out yourself, and sales are an awesome place to do that. Sometimes the most expensive products actually are the cheapest ones. So I gave you the example of dish soap, but another example is deodorant. I used to buy, cheap deodorant. It would cost me like €1 or so, and it would last me a few weeks. But then I decided to try out the Old Spice bar of deodorant, which is those ones that come in a bar. And what I found out is that even though it costs 3 or 4 times more, it lasts me a lot longer, and it smells nicer too, so just try it out. So to recap, don't just look at the price. Compare price and quantity as well as quality, and try to figure out yourself which one has the best value. And don't be afraid to try out new products, especially if they're on sale. You might find something out that's better, something that lasts you longer, something that you like more. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you learned something here that will help you out in your life some way. And if you did, I'd appreciate a like below. You can always subscribe, I'll do more stuff like this. And if you have anything that you're interested in knowing, I guess you can feel free to ask. And I'll do my best to respond and make a video or some shit. So yeah, to conclude, here are my doggos. This is Hercules right here. This little guy, still alive. Antibus, come on, you fatso. Up. Hey. Hey. Jesus, oh god, I'm so lazy. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again next time. Bye bye! Hey, you. Ooh, hey. Are you dead? Are you dead? Nope, you're not dead.